my children have attended St. Austin School since its inception 10 years ago. So thank you all for the opportunity to share why this school matters to me. When I was discerning schools, I had become aware of St. Austin and its mission, and I enrolled our 3 school-age children immediately. After 2 years at this marvelous school, we ran into some financial hardship and forced us to make arrangements to have to transfer schools. And that's never fun. So God had other plans, and that's what I'm going to share with you. That summer, one of my children was 7 years old, was diagnosed with leukemia. So the intensive treatment plan would last approximately 3 years, and it was devastating. I had a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 9-year-old. So that was 2 in diapers. And I needed to attend this one child for treatments every 4 days for chemotherapy. So while in the hospital, we were diagnosed and at Children's and with a double blood infection at the time and a leukemia diagnosis. So they couldn't even begin chemotherapy treatment until the bacterial infection was contained. And I remember stepping outside of the room, and a physician approached me and said, "What do you have in place for a school and support system for your family?" Recognizing we were a larger family and with a lot of little children. And I said, we actually are just transferring away from the school. And it was devastating. And she said, "That's not going to work. You're going to need a very supportive communal environment to get through this. And, Jesus, I trust in you." I surrendered on my way home. This is out of my control. And so the thought of my kids starting over in a new school really brought me to tears. The doctor knew that our family would undergo great emotional strains and would require a supportive community. And so as I arrived home, I was greeted by Danielle Morgenthaler from the St. Austin Board of Governors. And it was truly divine providence. She offered a need-based scholarship to our family to stay at the school. And she consoled me, "We're here for you and we support you." And I knew we were going to be okay. It was an immense blessing, and God was with us. So this scholarship provided us stability to our family in a time of difficulty and uncertainty. The children were able to return to a familiar environment. The community generously reached out to us in the outpouring of love and support through acts of kindness. And thankfully, cancer is behind us now. We're 5 years cured. St. Austin, in allowing them to attend the school, it provided not only that predictable behavior of arriving in a classroom and seating in your seat and picking up your pencil and knowing that the teachers were ready to deliver the curriculum that day. That academic rigor allowed the kids, they couldn't control what was happening to their sibling at home, the uncertainty of their family's health and welfare. What they could control, being in that classroom, applying themselves, character development, formation, growth and virtue. And it was very successful. So over the past 10 years, my 5 children have spent over half of their wakeful hours under the care and guidance of the St. Austin faculty, the educators. We consider our time at St. Austin School as a blessing and a privilege. You see, St. Austin isn't just academics. My family sees their teachers living their faith. For instance, we see them at Mass and adoration here in the Archdiocese. In fact, when we were at Easter Vigil Mass, my 8th grade son, John Batista, spotted Mr. Capps at the Vigil Mass, and I just watched my son stand up, walk over, shake his headmaster's hand, and proposed a seating option for him. I didn't prompt it. I didn't say anything. I was just in awe that my young 8th grade boy was growing to be a man. So thank you, Mr. Capps, for your role modeling and all the teachers. Yes, my children have worked hard. I know in my heart that their success was directly tied to their hard work, but also the sacrifices of the teachers and their prayers. The teachers have mentored my children in a way that encourages wisdom and maturity. To quote my 16-year-old daughter in the back, Francesca, St. Austin is like no other. It prepared me so well for high school. I know how to study. I know how to learn. I know what I need to do to make it to college. This community is an extension of my home and my heart. So where are my kids today? My eldest, Cecilia, is graduating high school and heading to college. Francesca is a sophomore at Ursuline Academy with honors. My son, John Batista, is an 8th grader graduating St. Austin. He actually just received an invitation to attend St. Louis U High School as a merit scholar, which will give him a privilege of an elite mentor leadership program at the school. And then my youngest two, Carlo and Bernadetta, are in 7th and 5th grade, and they are completing the school year with honors. I realize that the donations of this evening's event will be used for many things to help ensure the success of the school, to offer salary increases to the faculty and staff, and improvements to an already stellar curriculum. Tonight, I would like to thank you and know that I am eternally grateful for the portion of those donations that have directly benefited my family through some very difficult times. Many people in this room have generously invested in the school, and so please know that your generosity has had an enormous impact on families like mine who live and love the St. Austin mission. It gives these students the opportunity to build a solid academic foundation, to earn significant scholarships to high school and to college, and to kind of build that the moral character that our children might follow the Lord and be able to navigate during uncertain times with their character. So thank you for being here this evening. Thank you for investing generously in St. Austin and in the future leaders of our country and our church.